Welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Mods of the Moment. I'm Bard's College graduate, and today I'll introduce you the best new Skyrim mods out there, which I assure are a great addition to your ever-growing load order. I have left my favorite for the last, but first off, let's check out Skyrim Revoiced. Most of us have wondered, why does Skyrim feel like it has only 8 voice actors? It really doesn't, but the voice types that the game uses makes it feel that way. Now, with Skyrim Revoiced, this issue becomes a thing of the past, as it completely overhauls 48 characters' dialogue with over 5,000 new lines, each with unique tones and personalities.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that.
Mare is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost.
Mare is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost.
This groundbreaking and much awaited mod uses professional voice actors, which all sound incredible and faithful to the game.
Hrogar's house? It burned down not too long ago. It's a real pity about his wife and kid. The screams woke half the town.
Hrogar's house? It burned down not too long ago. It's a real pity about his wife and kid. The screams woke half the town.
She never speaks with us. She's allowed this wizard, Falcon, to live in our midst practicing gods know what.
She never speaks with us. She's allowed this wizard, Falion, to live in our midst practicing gods know what.
On top of it all, there is already a big list of mods that have been patched to use these new voices to ensure compatibility. If you're a true Dragonborn, a master of the voice, only second to Tiber Septim himself, your shouts should be epic. And this is why we have Shout Progression. This lightweight SKSA plugin based mod makes your shouts grow stronger and stronger each time you absorb more Dragon Souls. These souls make your shouts travel faster and further with scaling damage, force, and effect strength. All of these values can be modified to your liking, and with the mod, you could even surpass the Dragon of the North with your legendary Thuum. A legend has returned as RedBag has released a new town overhaul mod. This mod is a complete overhaul of the small mining settlement of Shor Stone in the northern Rift Hold that features custom 3D assets to make the town really stand out from the rest of them. It replaces all of the 3 existing buildings and adds 4 new ones, which are inhabited by 7 new NPCs to make Shor Stone really come alive. There's also a new grain mill that looks really impressive on the silhouette of the hamlet and gives the new residents a plausible occupation and a way for the town to sustain itself. The interiors look perfectly cozy and fit the exteriors of the buildings well. I think this overhaul makes the settlement feel so lively and worth visiting, and it's exactly what Shor Stone has needed all these years. As a plus, used with RedBag's Stave Church, this small location in the Rift is now complete. Another Skyrim modding legend, J.K. Rojmal, has released a new location overhaul in a quest to modernize each inhabitants in the province one at a time. J.K.'s Nightgate Inn is today's location in the question, this remote inn in the Pale Hold, which shelters the esteemed and mysterious chef Gourmet. In the vanilla game, Nightgate Inn is just another farmhouse, but with JK's overhaul, it has been overhauled to make it more distinct and unique. It uses the Windhelm building assets to give it that visual cohesiveness to the area, and there's also a new stable on the yard for your horse. Inside, the inn looks extremely cozy and detailed in the signature JK style. There are 2 floors with the guest rooms upstairs, and on the main floor you can spend the evening drinking and brawling. The cellar is of course also included in the overhaul, and now Gourmet's hidden room is more fitting for his character as it's a lot more comfortable to stay in, far from any assassins that sniff his trail. We have some more location enhancements later, but now as we don't want to exhaust ourselves with them, let's check out Grave of the Toucouleur, a dungeon mod. Before that, I want to thank all my patrons and channel members for making this video possible. Consider joining if you want to support my efforts on BCG. Now, this mod adds a completely new dungeon in the game, a unique location which you can explore, fight a plethora of absolutely terrifying custom underwater creatures, and find legendary treasures and weapons. In addition to the dungeon, there is an arena in which you'll have to fight some powerful enemies. You can also find some friendly faces who'll trade with you, so it isn't only mayhem down here in this epic location. To find this pirate shipwreck of the Toucouleur, you need to swim north from the Dawnstar Sanctuary and dive from there. This dungeon is recommended for high levels, so be sure to be a seasoned warrior or maybe take a group of companions with you to support you on this exhilarating underwater journey. If you've ever wanted some reminders of the other provinces of Tamriel, you might be interested in Zerofrost's Tamriel Alchemy New Drinks and Potions Replacer. This mod gives Skyrim's potion and drink selection a full cultural makeover. Every bottle, from Elsewhere's elegant ceramics to Morrowind's ash-grey stoneware, looks like it was crafted by the hands of the people who live there. Inns now serve fresh drinks like Canis Root Tea, Tavern Ale, and Jasper Juice, and merchants across Skyrim stock healing, stamina, and magicka potions from different provinces. Also, if a Khajiit caravan rolls by, don't be surprised to see some brews from Elsewhere on their stock, and there are some unique poisons and potion bottles as well. You can choose to install only the new drinks or replace all the drinks and potions with these new models. For years during working on this channel, I have sprinkled in some Finnish references here and there as I want to promote my country in every way possible. Now it's the perfect time to do it out in the open as we're taking a look at Saunas of Skyrim, the bathing mare. As you may know, sauna is the only Finnish word that has spread to other countries, and yes, that is how it's actually pronounced. Now, this mod adds a sauna in the city of Whiterun called the Bathing Mare. It comes with multiple custom NPCs, including a vendor, as well as new consumable items, a room you can rent, and buffs from using its services. To access the sauna, you need to pay a small fee, and as you walk into the bathhouse, your character will be automatically undressed. This mod is compatible with the survival mode, which gives a good reason to visit the sauna to warm up your weary bones. Now, here in Finland, there are 3.3 million saunas in each house, summer cottage, and most apartments, mine included, which I use multiple times in a week. The Finnish sauna culture is also inscribed in the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage list, and going to sauna is the single most important habit we have. Not to only wash your body, but to wash your soul as well, as your worries melt away when throwing löyly. So, yes, even though I do have some nitpicks, this sauna mod fits perfectly the Nordic theme of Skyrim. Have you ever wished to explore Skyrim in a completely new way? Today, your prayers have been answered, as here we have Dovah Rider Carriage Reborn. This mod allows you to get your own horse-drawn carriage and live the freedom of the traveling life, camping anywhere you want in the province. This mod does it all. You can drive the summonable carriage yourself or let it auto-travel automatically from a pool of over 100 destinations. Just be careful so you won't drive over any innocent people on the road. You can stop to set up different camps, bring your followers in, and spend the night with your friends, drinking, cooking, singing, and just rest for the night. The interior of the carriage is also possible to stay in. Really, there are tons of features, and to start your journey, you need to buy the carriage from the Whiterun stables for a few thousand septims, and tether your beautiful new horse, Sunchaser, to the carriage, and begin your travels around the province. In a nutshell, Dovah Rider Carriage lets you enjoy immersive road trips instead of always resorting to fast traveling from one place to another. Now, riding the carriage, let's travel to Karthwasten in the Reach. Here, at this small mining settlement, a dispute is going on about the Sanuarak mine, and you can help solve it one way or another. Now, let's check out the Walls of Karthwasten, which helps turn this town a bit more interesting to visit and feel more realistically lived in with an exterior overhaul. This mod adds great walls and towers around Karthwasten and other immersive details all around, all in quest of reflecting the town's age-old history and demonstrate the harsh life of the region. Around the mine's entrances, there are old wooden mine scaffoldings, and at the center of the town, a decorative windmill, and all these additions help Karthwasten feel more historical and important. Next, let's take a tour in Pargran, a completely new town in the expansive hot spring plains of Eastmarch. This settlement is located next to Steam Crag Camp, and it's nestled inside its stone walls and against the safety of the mountain. You can stop by and take use of its many services. You can visit the general goods store and the apothecary to manage your supplies. There's the Dragon Springs Inn, which is a 2-floor accommodation with a shrine of Akatosh and interesting inhabitants and travelers.
A great place to relax. I would like to spend my twilight years here. But for the time, I will continue to chase after fortune.
Life as a traveling merchant is tough. The hot springs soothe my aching bones, and the wine wipes away all worries.
These voice lines are generated with AI, by the way. There's also a shrine to Raman, the founder of the Raman dynasty, as well as a small castle for the ruling Thane for you to visit.
Father has some important title, and Mother helps him to run the village. They are always really busy.
This town naturally fits the landscape, and its lore has been thought out carefully, which makes it a great new location to explore. Even though there aren't any new quests, the theme and the writing makes this town probably my favorite one from this esteemed mod author. Now enough of the location tours, let's settle down and find ourselves a wonderful little furry friend to keep us company. This can be arranged with Mihail's elemental cat companions, which makes any crazy cat mage's life complete. This mod adds 3 different elemental companions: Honi, the Frost Atronak cat, Johri, the Storm Atronak cat, and Igni, the Fire Atronak cat. These cuties can't be harmed in any way, and they won't participate in combat, as they're purely your dear pets. Perfect arcane cuteness for any wizard or sorceress. Get yours now! Before taking a look at a new quest mod, let's check out the atmospheric torches, candlelight, and lanterns. This mod brings some light into the darkness of this time of the year with 25 new unique lanterns with different themes that have an optional fuel system for added realism. Both the character and NPCs can use and wear these lanterns, and when you're using one, just simply press your hotkey set in MCM to place it on your hand or switch it on your hip. These new items can be looted, bought, or found in dungeons, and they have SMP physics enabled, so be sure to have the HTT SMP mod installed to give them that lifelike movement. As I promised, I have left my favorite new mod for the last, so let's dive into an early winter time with the Frozen Heart quest mod. This mod offers a generous amount of 3 to 4 hours of high quality gameplay, and in this adventure you'll step through a magical mirror and end up into a cursed frozen realm with labyrinths to explore, enemies to fight, and puzzles to solve. The story revolves around a snow elf warrior girl, Othriel, who has been cursed for hundreds of years, and of course you're here to help her out.
Yes, the curse can be lifted. We know the method, but have not the means. The curse is an amalgamation of 2 shouts. Slow time sustains the curse, and ice form spreads the cold.
You can also make her your companion as well, as she has nearly 300 lines of dialogue. The questline takes place in a completely new world space with different, striking and freezing locations that are all very well crafted, and there are a lot of beautiful custom assets. The quest will award your efforts with a new set of armor and a weapon, as well as a cozy and magical player home of your own and a new method of traveling. This mod is fully voiced with real voice actors, and the dialogue has branching paths and delightful choices to support role-playing with. Starting the quest is simple. Just visit Belethor's in Whiterun and buy the Snow Elf mirror from him. And before beginning your journey, be sure to know 1 word of slow time and fire breath both. You'll need them. Thank you for watching today's episode. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Special thanks to Angrius Windstorm, Eric Slagenwhite, Billy Duncan, Divine Cleric, Don Wright, Frank Brackett, Krakenhelm, OnShorefly15, Brian Ulrich, Sam the Blind, and the Panicked Monk, and each other BCG supporter. Join the club and get access to the private Discord server and exclusive videos. Now run along! See ya!